Hello, baby gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Romer, and this is the 100 Line Last Defense Academy, and we're still here on the Retsnam route. But we're closing in on the last few days. I have no idea how long the rest of this game is, the rest of this route is. I think it's one of those situations that with Last Defense Academy, I've talked about this like till I'm blue in the face. And it's not a bad thing. It's actually really good. It keeps you on your toes. It could go to like day 100. It could end in like 10 hours, or it could end in 1 hour. It could end in 20 minutes, and it goes to day 92. You know, you never know. You never know with this stuff. Wow. I was talking about last time how, like, the free time is making me anxious. And, like, legitimately, that's what's happening. Like, I'm getting to a point with the free time where, like, I'm like, it's, yeah, I love doing free time. I love talking to these characters. But, like, as we have, like, you know, 11 days left, all I can think about what's going to happen next. What's going to happen to Darumi. They have her here in the room here as well. It's a scary thing, right? It's definitely a scary thing. It is. But again, I think it's like, you know, it can sometimes, whether it's intentional or unintentional, it's a side effect of the game building up to something here with Darumi that we don't know what's going to happen. So whenever I'm doing free time, or whenever I have like time to do like side stuff, all I'm thinking in the back of my head is like, man, like I love talking to these characters. What's going to happen to Darumi, you know? We can make a few more of these, right? Yeah. Yeah, we can make like 2 more of these for sure. At the very least. Maybe we'll get to rank 4 with Takamaru. We've gotten high ranks with a lot of characters, honestly.
Are you sure I can have this? Hell, you just turned me into mush.
Yeah, I literally had to win an over-the-top rope 60-man battle royale to get this. And it's no problem, I do it again. And then we have to go out again and get some more designs. Yeah, like I think it's just one of those things like with like I hope it doesn't sound like I'm ever saying like they shouldn't do free time. No, I actually think it's a really big benefit to the game to give you the free time in this moment as well, especially for people that like are trying to rank up characters maybe. Because again, I think every time they're thinking like, oh, I don't know how many routes someone's going to take, so give them enough time to have free time. But I also think it's a good thing that they're making me feel anxious because that's making me feel something, you know? I equate it to like, you know, you have a nerve-wracking situation coming up, whether it's like a job interview or like, you know, you're going to talk to someone who like, you know, you're feeling at the moment like, oh, like, is there a problem between us or something like that? And like, you have to do your daily activities. You know, you're going to buy like milk and bread and all you think about is like, man, that's going to be tough. You know what I mean? So it's like having a nice chat with Takamaru. Man, what's happening with Darumi, you know? And it's not Takamaru's fault, by the way. It's not his fault. And I think it is just because, I said, it's just because it's the last 20 days. That's why. Because, again, something big will happen in the last day, right? For sure. The last 10 days, I should say.
Sure I can have this? Hell, you just turned me into mush.
Because I hope it never sounds like I'm not enjoying the conversations with Takamaru, because I definitely am, like, interested in hearing what they have to say. I think it is just because it's the last few days that makes it feel, like, very anxious, you know? Of course. There we go. Rank 4. Oh, I didn't say what I got Takamaru, like, to get this.
I always used to watch the house by myself when I was a kid.
I had to run on hot coals and then roll around in hot coals to get it. I used to always watch my house by myself when I was a kid.
Couldn't stand to see anything unfair or wrong, so I'd always be fighting with someone.
That sounds exactly like you. Takamaru speaks up as soon as he can.
My mom was busy with her bar work all day and night. I'd be bored out of my brains. That's why the old coots in the neighborhood basically raised me.
That's adorable though, isn't it? That is adorable, the idea of being raised by like the other people in the neighborhood. Because then that's a very communal thing, right? And I think, I don't want to say like this is like it's a common thing in Ireland as well, where like in smaller places and smaller streets there might be places where like people like raise each other's kids. It's almost like an unintentional, unspoken rule that it's kind of like this thing where it's like everyone takes care of each other type of thing. The perfect example of a TV show would be like Shameless, right? Where like you know, the next door neighbors will always look out for the Gallaghers as well. You know what I mean? That way too. Like, so it is a common thing, I think, worldwide. It's a really cute thing as well.
They taught me to play chess and made my meals.
Okay.
Real old-fashioned eating, you know?
Is that how you got like so tall and so muscular?
And that was how Takamaru the Tyrant was born.
Takamaru the Tyrant.
I want to do all I can to repay those old folks by building their strength and helping out with their housework.
Oh, so that's like his name is like for the workout stuff. That's very cute. That's very cute as well.
That way, they can keep living for as long as humanly possible.
Heck yeah. Love that. his conversations are so short, and honestly, that's like, you know, like grand, because again, he's not someone who's gonna like, you know, pour his heart out constantly. He is an emotional person, but whenever he does it, he always tries to hide it. So I guess it does make sense that he does have like these like kind of like short bursts of conversations, I guess. Yeah.
At ease, soldier. Another. Get some shit.
I wonder what happened to Saray. That evening announcement played, reminding me that it was getting late. I didn't want to stress my body out too much, so I got into bed and went to sleep. Day 90, man. The last 10 days. Oh my god. But like I said, the way this game goes, day 93 could be the longest day in the entire game. And we get to see these stickers as well. My mod, who has been my mod for years when it comes to anything Danganronpa and any game like this and anything like Kodaka, has been fantastic. I think actually got these stickers and showed them to me, like on social media, which is actually really cool. I saw them. They're really, so they are a thing. They're really, really cute. Really cute.
Wowee!
Wowee.
It's the time you intended. So please.
It's crazy that Stray just got destroyed. Earlier in the morning, Takamaru suddenly called out to me to the schoolyard. Okay. Good morning, Takabe. You're late, Takabe. Sorry, what are we doing here, though? Yeah, why'd you get me out of bed? It's so early and it's all guys here. Ain't it obvious we're gonna train for the next bit? Train? Can the girls not train with us too? Training right now? You know, when we fight with the Hema, it all comes down to stamina in the end. Not wrong. And we never know what that old dude's gonna come back, so we gotta beef ourselves up while we still can. Right, I'm in. Of course, Shoba's like in right away. And again, I like Shoba's motivated, but like I think that like actually, you know what? I know Kaka would love to be here. Kaka would love this. Kaka would be like, yeah, sign me up. You know? Obviously, Jarumi can't come down, and Nozomi would come down too for the fun of it too. I think Hiroko would question it, but will be here. You know? No thanks again. Why is there only guys here? Are we the only guys left? Wait, are we legitimately the only guys left? 1, 2, 3. What, Ima? Not coming down? Well, Ima wouldn't come down if Kaka wasn't coming down, I suppose, as well, but still. Yeah, there's only 5 guys left, I suppose. But I think the girls would have come, you know? What are you, stupid, son? We gotta be stronger so we can protect the girl. Buddy, Hiroko protects me. I know what you're saying, Takamaru, because without Nozomi, like, as well, like, you know, Nozomi and Hiroko and Dorumi and Kako, like, you know, that they are like, especially like Nozomi and Kako are like essential parts of my strategy every fight. You know what I mean? I think they'd protect me. That's why you only invited the boys? Speaking of which, where's Ima? I tried to drag him along too, but he switched himself out with a teddy bear when I wasn't looking. I love Ima so much. He'd have a great, he'd make him made a great magician. Honestly, he does have like the kind of like tone as well for it with his voice. If Ima's not doing it, your whole boys protect the girls premise falls apart, right? Let's call the whole thing off. This ain't no time to chicken out, Gaku. No, it's okay, Gaku, it's okay. He won't hurt you. He won't hurt you. Like, I totally get from Takamaru's perspective. It is like he is doing this from the perspective of like he's trying to be sweet, right? He is trying to be like, I want to protect people. He has this very like, how do I say it, like very old style of like chivalry where it's like I gotta protect the women, you know, all this stuff too. But I think just like at this academy, it's a little bit different only because like, you know, and I think in life it's different, by the way, as well, because I feel like, you know, this academy has proven that like the most essential part of our team. And Takamaru's not saying they're not essential, by the way. He just has this like really old like mentality, I think sometimes too, from hanging out with all the old people all the time as well. But like, if you ask me to pick a team right now to go into town and fight against like the Futurum people, right, or fight against a monster or something like that, like Nozomi's on that team, you know, Kaku's on the team for the spear raid, Hiroko's on the team just for beastly actions, you know what I mean? You know, Gaku or Dorumi would be on the team to do like mowing down and multiple enemies at once, you know what I mean? So it's like one of those things where like, you could argue that maybe our team does need a bit more training, but I think the boys are tough too. I don't know. I understand he's doing this from a sweet perspective. I'm not trying to like downplay Takamaru, you know what I mean? But I just do think that like, you know, the girls will benefit from this too. And also they are like, you know, my protectors. I don't know if it'll help us get through the next battle. Even if a little easier, it was worth a try. You're on his side, you gotta be kidding me. No more whining, let's get started. Right, I'm ready to train until I puke. No guts, no glory. Why me? Because like I did not want to train. Gog, if you don't want to do something, you don't have to do it. You do not have to do it. And so I ended up spending a day of intense physical training with my male teammates. It wasn't easy, but it did help me clear my mind. The whole thing left me feeling really refreshed and fulfilled. And afterwards, there's totally arguments that, you know, keeping active is definitely a good thing if you can. Some people can't always, but like if you can keep active, yeah. That's the thing as well. Takamaru has this like really like he cares about people a lot. He really does, you know what I mean? But obviously like from hanging out with the old people, I think he does have that old kind of like, I'm never going to hit a woman, which, you know, great. 100% great, Takamaru. Thank God, you know, thank God. But then it's also like the same time too, he has this thing where he's like, you know, only guys are going to train here too. And again, he doesn't mean anything bad by it. You know what I mean? I don't think he like does mean anything bad by it. But all I was saying was that like and it's not like it, you know, all I was saying is I think Kako and Tsubasa and Nozomi and Todoko would have liked to do the training too.
It's your 91st day.
If Yoshika
of
was here,
active
she'd love to do it
service
too.
Here at Last Defense Academy. 9 days remain until the time humanity has longed for is upon us. I'm sure you're aware. But the so work well.
Please stop. I hadn't spoken to Ruby since the most recent transformation, so I decided to go to her room and check on her. Please, yeah, 100%. 110%.
Huh?
I don't know if she can answer, but I'll ring the bell anyway. Yeah, be polite, 100%.
Ah!
Hello, Terumi.
Ah!
No response. Maybe she's still asleep. No point in forcing her to get up. In fact, I'm not even sure how I'd wake her up the way she is now.
Huh?
Guess I'll do some more research in the library. I haven't helped him out for a couple of days now. Honestly, though, like I still would like check on her, but again, I understand why he doesn't want to just open the door, but I don't think my body could handle Takamaru's training regimen every single day either. No, you need to take rest days, of course. We'd probably be in a less desperate position if the others from the second last Defense Academy were with us. Yet we haven't even, we're no closing in day 100. We haven't even like, you know, saw a whiff of us actually like resurrecting them. I know second guessing my decisions won't do any good, but sometimes I can't help but wonder what might have been. I shook my head in an effort to clear my thoughts and headed for the library. Yeah, it's normal to question like your decisions, and honestly, our decisions, we question them all the time as well. I think that's what makes this a good choice-based game. Is those questioning decisions. Hello, Takumi, did you come to help out again? Yeah, I'd feel bad leaving you to do it all alone. Have you made any progress?
Huh?
Not great, but I don't want to complain when there's still more I can do. Don't push yourself too hard. Your safety is still our main concern here. I know. I just want to feel like I'm a real part of this team, right up to the end. Thank you. I really am grateful for everything you've done for us. You don't have to go all formal on me. No, but Shion, you don't, like, you literally have been so, like, the definition of clutch over, like, 4 routes, you know? And we don't have a lot of time left. We should try to get through the rest of these books. Sure thing. Just tell me what to do. We spent the rest of the day doing as much research as we could, but just like before, we didn't find any new information about the revival of Red Slum or the Ruby Tear.
Up and at 'em, troops! The goal! Upright! All of you will pull
It has to be
off
very
a
anxiety-inducing, like, not being able to find anything on the Ruby Tier as well, right? It has to be very anxiety-inducing. Day 92, just 8 days left for our final day here. Yeah, 8 days. It's looking more and more like I won't get the Ruby Tier in time. But even if that happens, I won't give up on reviving everyone. And to do that, the rest of us need to survive now more than ever. We really can't afford to lose. All right, I'm all fired up now. Free time? I jumped out of bed and I needed to work off some of this nervous energy. I knew just a place to do it with Takamaru. I forgot Ava was here too, yeah. All right, guys, let's really... Wait, is that Eva there at the back too? Let's really put some spirit into it today. No guts, no glory. I'm up for that, but... Why is Ava here too? I was ordered to detain Mr. What? I can't believe I let you catch me. You're persistent, I'll give you that. Well, if she's given an order, she's going to do it, you know, which is very sad. I've never seen this sprite from Eva. Like, this sprite.
Hey!
You need to start taking this seriously, man. Ima is also, like, one of our best teammates, Takamaru. Like, legitimately, I just use him to mow down enemies. Like, he's fantastic. I think he's okay. I just said we ought to strengthen our resolve before we fight him again, remember? We could tell that we weren't putting our... He could tell we weren't putting our hearts, so we need more spirit, more determination, more guts. Right. I'll train hard to be the gutsiest piece of human garbage I can be. There's no fighting this, is there? Fine, I'll do it. I suppose I'll participate too. If this helps you protect my dear sister, I'll gladly suffer through it. Why is like Ema does this thing like where he's like, again, his hair is fantastic. I always loved his hair. He's a great character design. But he's always like has these poses where he's like, I'm ready for my close up all the time, you know. That's more like it. If we're gonna trade, we gotta do it with everything you got. Okay, let's do this. I spent another day in the schoolyard with the other guys, training both our bodies and spirits. It started before the morning announcement. Probably as soon as the sun rose, the Wawa. There it is. Okay, yeah. I love that we got to the point now where we can't always tell what day it's going to happen, but like the text always gives away if there's going to be a Wawa. You know what I mean? I leapt out of the bed and wakened Sun to blaring of the alarm. This is...
Intruder
This
alert.
is me.
Intruder
This
alert.
is real.
Unauthorized
This is
personnel
me.
detected on
I'm
school
exactly
grounds.
where I'm supposed to
Defense
be
mode
now.
initiated.
Gonna let the light shine on me. Hey, Salcia, he's finally here. This is it. It's time for our showdown. I immediately flew out of my room and ran as fast as I could to the war room. Good, everyone's here. It's time to settle this. I'm very happy to get another chance to kill invaders. It's Dalshi, is he back? Yeah, we saw him on the monitor just now. Let's say we show him how strong our resolve is now. Forget resolve, how did your trap turn on his own? Yeah, that's probably the more important thing. I managed to figure it out, but I was only able to make one, so we'll only get one chance at this. Here's the device. I think we'll be able to skip this battle, right? Because we've done this before, so honestly, like, it actually probably won't be too much of any consequence. You put it on well, it will be for the story, but not for our gameplay, I mean. You put it on the ground like a regular landmine. When an enemy comes within range, it will trip the sensors and activate it automatically. I'm going to find a place to set this. Once it's in place, I'll need you to lure Dalshia over to it. And when it goes off, he'll inhale the poison. If that weakens, we might be able to land some attacks. But considering how strong he is, it's still going to be tough beating him, even if this works. If things get really bad, I'll sacrifice myself to get him into the right position. Don't worry about it. You don't need to do that. Unless you think you'd literally be repulsed by me and go the other way instead. We don't need that. Is the Rumi still the same as before? Has she started talking again yet? Still no change. Well, we haven't seen her though, right? We still have to fight. Oh, I guess the doorbell, yeah. It's the only way for us to not to mention all of humanity to survive. F humanity. Sorry, but that's not going to cut it anymore. That voice. Wait, who's that? What? Excuse me? Eito? Am I in like a fever dream right now? What do you mean? How is he here? The commander told you to shred your resolve, did he? What the hell's happening? What's needed here isn't the will to survive, but the determination to kill your opponent. What is happening? Eito, what the hell? What the hell is happening? You need to be ruthless among to strike down anyone who stands in your way. What is happening? Eito, how can you be here? I thought you couldn't be brought back anymore. Yeah, what the hell? I mean, here's the thing. He was our hero in that section. I'm glad he's here. Wait. That's why someone you thought couldn't be revived is suddenly alive again. There's only one explanation for that. It's not the ruby tear. I mean, no way! The ruby tear worked? The ruby tear that Retson makes? The Rumi actually figured it out? No way. Is it just Eito? I'm here again thanks to the Rumi. That much is true. That is insane. It actually worked. But I don't have time to explain. I'll go into the details after we win the battle. We have Eito with us again. For now, it's just we go on the battlefield and fight. This is insane. When he showed up, I literally thought that like you know when you're like in real life sometimes and you feel like, you know, it's like, oh wait, is this a dream? You know, like and not in a bad way. Like, you know, like I'm going crazy, but it's more of like a thing of just like that felt surreal for a moment. You know what I mean? That's what it felt like. I was kind of like, what the hell's happening here? Did I go into a different route? I guess you're right, but you better tell us everything when this is over. We have our hero back. We have our hero. This is literally what Dave Grohl wrote the song about. I cannot believe that, man. The ruby tear worked, which means we're going to get the other members back. But I wonder if there's a downside. That's insane. I love we're just going to the battle now with Eito. Like 10 minutes ago, like I was literally talking about how like, oh, we haven't even got a whiff of a resurrection. Now we have a full resurrection in front of us. And Eito shows up just like, hey, it's me. This is crazy. Honestly, it's really like a well done way
The planet.
of doing it,
My plea and lend me thy strength.
because
Blood of my bond release.
we could have watched it happen, but like, isn't it like much more like interesting as well to imagine that it happened off screen as well, to showcase that Darumi has been like working hard on this, or at least that Redstorm has been working hard on this. And it's more of a surprise that way too, I guess, because like if it was like, oh, like let's go to Darumi and like, and again, that would have worked too, I think, as well. But I think it's like even more of a surprise just having Eito just show up and see that it worked in this way, rather than having like, you know, because if you go to a room right now and she's struggling, and she's like, oh, something's gonna happen, you know, the Ruby tear's gonna happen, that'd be way different, right? Because then you'd know what was gonna happen. This caught me completely by surprise. I never even thought of Eito being brought back. I thought like at all. That wasn't even in my mind. Like, you know, the thought never crossed my mind of like it being. I was just talking to the other guys, but I guess like, you know, Darumi once again, happy someone saved her life, wanted to pay it back, and he still has that same personality as well, right?
Nozomi, you'll have to take the lead here.
The way she says Nozomi, really
Right.
cool.
I won't let you down.
We'll cover you while you get the job done. Let's do this, guys.
It's a really cool design as well for Dodgeia, right? Really cool design. Will they have a skip the battle here? Let's see. No. Oh, they do. Okay, yeah. It makes sense. Like we already did this. We did this already. Last route. Yeah, the skippable battle stuff and the no battles on all the different quality of life stuff has been really great stuff. Like I'm only impressed all the time by it. And I always love, like I said this before as well, but like the one criticism I had of this game, well, I had a few critiques, right, in terms of quality of life stuff. Yeah, it's poison, Dodgeia. But they're all answered.
Worked. We did it! There's still gas lingering around him, so we should probably focus on the other enemies first.
I'm up for it.
Understood. The main event will have to wait.
Oh my god, she's like, yeah, wanting to kill these guys too. Like I remember, like specifically, I was like, oh, I wish it. I remember I was like before it was the ending of the first playthrough. I remember saying to you guys, I was like, man, I wish you could just like go, like you didn't have to go through all the dialogue every time you really did a wave. And the game's like, yeah, we'll update it so you don't have to do that. You know. Just like everyone else, I found it hard to find all the characters around the hallway. They fixed that too. Oh, like the exploration takes too long. I don't like doing the battles in the exploration. The random battles like make it way too long. They changed that too. The quality of life updates to this game, like I think it was like just like 3 months after the game came out, made it feel like it was a remaster. Honestly. I mean, yeah.
The survival of our species.
Yes, and again, they don't know the truth in this Rue. They just have to guess what he's saying, which is so horrible. You know what is comedic though about when you get to skip all the battles though? It's like, this is a final showdown. It's time to battle. This will be the final place where you all die. You will be destroyed under my foot. Everything has come down to this. You will wish you were never born. It's time to battle. I will not yield. I will not run. And then
To die on the battlefield is the fate of all true warriors.
I'm not downplaying what he's saying with it because like, we already talked about the story the first time through. Like it's an incredible character, it really is. But what I'm saying is like kind of comedic about it too is like this part. it's like almost like a little bit like, okay, you know, like it's like I am the destructor. I am this. You win. But it's essential. It's essential to do other routes. It really is.
Looks like you're getting what you wanted. You'll die in
Oh my
battle.
god, Ato back again. Our literal hero, you know?
If that's the kind of death you want, I'll be glad to give it to you.
Will Vestus show up now?
So, I have lost. My life has finally reached its end. But it is you I feel sorry for. So young. Yet you are weapons that exist to kill, and nothing more.
Yeah, and this is the thing as well. He kind of like giving us hints, is like again because we don't even know the truth about this in this route yet, right?
None of us want your pity, old man.
Like even Ato, like, oh, by the way, Ato just be like, I don't want your pity, old man. He's so biting.
The battle is over. It's time for you to die.
Oh, Ato's just gonna take it? I mean, okay. We're not opposed to it.
It's over.
He's done. Execution. By the way, extermination is like such a crazy word now that we know what the future and people are. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, it makes it way worse, you know? These Arbor. I always say that, but the Arbor here is incredible too. It's really cool. We've so much BP. We have so much BP. Another successful battle for the books. What a relief. Why'd you go and finish him off on your own? Are you even the real Ato? Would you mind not spewing that putrid spite when you spill when you speak in the nails and the chalkboard of your voice? Sorry, I'm messing up that. With that nails and chalkboard voice of yours? Yeah, he still hates people. Of course he does. He only likes Darumi. Yeah, he's the real Ato, all right. Yeah, that's a good way of, yeah, proving it. Of course I am. Anyone could see that. Huh? So Miss Amiya really did create the Ruby Tear and use it to bring you back, Mr. Atsuki. What's crazy about this as well is that, like, you know, while I can laugh, like, because again, Ato's jokes do become funnier after you do the second scenario. It's just true. Like, the way he, like, insults people becomes funny again. It's still very dark when you think about it, though, as well, that, like, you know, that this is what his mind has been warped to believe when he sees people, you know? So it seems only one, though. She's still in her giant fleshy form right now. She said she'll need more time to make enough tears for the others. Okay. The first one she made all went to reviving me, and it makes sense because Ato was one that like made sure that this could even happen. Without Ato, like this revival doesn't happen. We're still going to have to wait, huh? But this proves the Ruby Tear really works, right? It means we can bring the others back too. I'll finally be able to see them again. I will, won't I? We could definitely use the extra manpower. Our final battle with Veshnis can't be far away now. No, it definitely can't be. I gotta end it to Ato. You came back right when we needed you. There goes my hero. He is Ato. I never thought I'd see the day where you'd be complimenting to me, Takamaru. I mean, like, legitimately, like, what Ato did for us in this route is, like, astronomical. Again, we have to acknowledge, like, I do acknowledge all the time that, like, all the stuff he did in the first route and all this stuff too, and we can't always forget what people do in different routes. We don't do that for any character. But he did pull through for us in that route, 100%. In this route. We finally have hope, and it's all thanks to Darumi. Talk to me, what's wrong? Oh, nothing. Are we still worried about Darumi? We still have that anxiety? You're right, this is great. We'll bring everyone back and win this war together. Things are really looking up for us now. With the battle over, we all heaved one big collective sigh of relief. Exhausted from a long, hard fight, everyone went back to their rooms to rest. But not me. There was something I needed to check on first. We checking on Darumi? Once I'd done that, I need to have a conversation with the person responsible for all of this. Is that just Darumi though? Oh, there's no, here's the thing, right? Okay, look at this, right? For some reason, I think it's one of the most beautiful scenes ever in this game whenever they show like Takumi on the rooftop at the nighttime. Because you know some conversation is going to happen, you know something beautiful is going to happen, or it's like, it's just something like, you know, it's just the setting itself is so pretty to me. Like that blue sky, the dark blue sky. It's really pretty to me. I have to go to Darumi's room. She's not going to brush me off again this time. They allowed us to just hear the footsteps. To sit with our own thoughts as we're walking along here as well, right? They allowed this to happen. Very interesting stuff. Darumi, I'm coming in. She communicated with Ato somehow, so she can probably communicate with us as well, right? Okay, she's no longer Retsnam. And Ato's here too. You've gone back to your human form, huh? Technically, it's more like I can switch back to this whenever I want now. Okay, that's good. Question mark, question mark? That's a huge step forward. You're incredible, Darumi. You're here too, Eito? Good, that makes things easier. So what's so urgent that you had to sneak into my room in the dead of night? If you want more ruby tears, it's gonna take a while. Oh no, I'm not trying to force you or push you into anything, by the way. I'm not trying to push you forward. You know I would never do that. I got the hang of how to make them now, but actually doing it is harder than you might think. Or did you just want to talk to your darling Darumi again that much? Or maybe you want to do more than talk? First of all, I always want to talk to Darumi all the time. Second of all, the second part, I know Darumi, you're trying to make us, she loves making people feel uncomfortable. I don't mind if it's you, Takumi. I'll do anything you want. Well, I just want to talk. I just want to have a chat. Is that a no? Do you want to know more about how I brought Eito back then? Brought Eito back? Of course you did. I'm right here, aren't I? In that case, why is your body still... Wait, how does that work? I thought you had to like infuse the ruby tear with the body, no? After the battle, I went to check on your body. Even with the damage and decomposition, I could still tell it was you. Yeah, I thought we were supposed to infuse it, and then... If you really used the ruby tear on him, Eito would have come back to life out of his grave. Eito Atsuki is here in front of me, but his body is still on the ground. Yeah, how does this work? How exactly is that possible? What's going on here? Didn't it ever seem weird to you, Takumi? Red Sun can both eat and create anything at once. It's something powerful. If something that powerful really existed, don't you think the planet will be overrun with them? Are you trying to tell me you can't do that? Red Sun never had that kind of ability, so they never had the ability to just like resurrect the individual body then. Okay. No, that part is true. I brought Eito back, didn't I? The reason there's no Retsnam left is because they all What? What do you mean? They kill themselves? Retsnam devours everything, even the memories of things it eats. At its core, it doesn't have a will or consciousness of its own. It just consumes anything it can and constructs an identity around their memories. Oh no, is that what it did to Darumi? Remember we said that like maybe like it consumed her and like adopted part of her early memories, which was her pretending to be someone else. Does that mean Darumi's gone? If that's the case, it's so sad. It just eats a bird, it flies in the air. If it eats a dog, it runs on the ground. And if it eats a person, it walks and talks like a person. But sooner or later, it learns the truth and takes its own life. Its prey's memories always end the same, with a dark shadow bearing down on them. When Retsam realizes that's what it really is, it overcomes with despair and chooses death. So that's what, so Darumi's like is basically like a ticking clock right now then. A countdown. You mean Retsam absorbs everything into itself, even memories. So who needs the ruby tear? By eating just a tiny bit of... What? So because she ate a part of Eito, she was able to bring him back? Then I used my Retsam powers to transform part of my body and put those... So Eito's just a part of Retsam as well? What the hell? And here I am alive again. No way. A new body with all the same memories copied into it. Did that really count as bringing someone back to life? No, not at all. Not at all. It's like a clone. To me anyway, it's like a clone with all of its memories. And did that perfect copy still count as the same person? No. No. That's not how it works. We're individuals. We can still revive the original bodies with the ruby tear, but it's so much faster to just make the new ones. And we're on the time crunch here, right? You want us to bring the others back as soon as possible? Oh my god, but that's so dark though. I don't want anything. I'm more thinking about the stuff like, yeah, the bodies coming back is a dark aspect too. The eating of the bodies is a dark aspect too. I'm more thinking about the idea that what could happen to Darumi at the end of this. Like, is she already lost? Actually, I'm glad you came when you did. I wanted to ask you your advice about this. I figured, what if I absorb you all right now? No. No, Darumi, no. Once I absorb you, I can use my Retsam powers to recreate you right after. Yeah, but we don't want that though. We want to be individuals. You know? You still have the same memories and personalities. You won't even notice any difference. But like that's not the point. Which will be stronger than before, and I'll have a backup of your memories in case of emergencies. If you ever get in a situation where the Revive-O-Matic won't work on you, I can bring you back instead. Do you have any idea how crazy that sounds? I could actually create multiple copies of you, but even I think that'd be going too far. Again, I feel like her mind's been so taken over by Retstorm now that she's kind of forgotten the original point of this route as well, which was like, you know, to me, Darumi and Takumi embracing each other in their darkest times and realizing, you know, who each other are as people, as individuals, you know? You know, and the whole story about her wanting to be an individual and be, you know, and trying to hide away who she truly is. It kind of feels like she's saying that, like, you know, because her story's always been about pretending to be someone else, and now she's saying that, like, you know, she wants to create clones of everybody who are going to pretend to be somebody else as well. I wouldn't want that for Darumi. I wouldn't want that for anybody else. You'd probably end up killing each other over who was a real and who was a copy. It's really sad where this has ended up. Don't worry, Takumi. Getting absorbed doesn't hurt at all. You won't feel a thing. I don't care if it doesn't feel a thing. I don't care. You can bring back the other team and make sure everyone survives to the end. Isn't that what you've been working towards all this time? You won't find any better way than this. I don't think... Is this going to be a choice?
Please, Takumi! I can't do this without you!
I adore you, and you know I adore you. But, like, you know legitimately, like, this is something that, like... How could we do this? How could we even do this? I'm just looking at Darumi's smile right now, and it's actually like breaking my heart.
Let's bring everyone back and make it to a day 100 where no one has to die.
It wouldn't be the same. They wouldn't be individuals to me.
I'm doing this for you, you know?
They wouldn't be individuals.
All the pain? All the weird transformations? It's all been for you.
And we know that she started this whole thing for us. And I'm just saying the last thing I ever wanted was for her to suffer in this. I would have taken this thing myself, and I said it before, I in the end, like, I didn't even want to go through with this. Everything that she's done in this route is because she was grateful for not being killed and to have a new lease on life. But now, it's become to the point that now she, like... her appreciation for life is warped to the point that she believes that everyone should be like a facade of themselves, a clone of themselves. Because right now she's gone back to being the character who, like, was not her true self as well. That's so hard to hear. Darumi reached out her hand towards me. Takumi, you must have known that this was for you as well. You must have known. And maybe, like, it's the idea of, like, us from the player can realize this, but maybe when you're in the thick of it, you don't realize it. Perfect copies inside and out, everyone alive again. It really did sound like a great deal. Was it okay for us to do this way? Wasn't it cheating somehow? Cheating? I don't care about the cheating aspect, I care about the individual aspect. I think it also sends the wrong message towards, like, Darumi as well for me. I don't know, I had to make a decision, but I had no idea what was right or wrong anymore. Maybe I should think about it in another way. It's who I'm talking to, really, Darumi, the same Darumi I know and trust. That's the thing, this isn't the Darumi we grew to know. At all.
Hey!
It is a choice, oh my god. Like, I want to say, like, I adore Darumi, I adore with all my heart, but the last thing I want to happen is for us to lose our individuality with this. It's easier for me, guys. This one was easy for me. I don't even think I need to, because I explained my whole viewpoint on this as well. I explained it. Tell me something. Who are you? What are you talking about, Takumi? I'm Darumi Amamiya, obviously, but this is not the Darumi we grew to know. I think she's already absorbed. Because remember, she said that's what, like, again, it's if it takes part of their memories and it's just taking the facade that she used to put up in terms of her memories. Is my makeup so bad that you don't recognize me? Wow, that's depressing as hell. No, that's not it at all. Give it a rest, Darumi. I know you're not the same person I knew and trusted to do the right thing. The Darumi we know, well, yeah, wouldn't have this even in her mind at all. You can keep using your name if you want, but it's not going to make me trust you anymore. Yeah, I think she's been absorbed completely. You're being awfully ungrateful, aren't you? You're the reason this happened to Darumi in the first place. He's not wrong that our choices led to this happening. But this isn't the Darumi that we even knew 20 days ago. It's not the Darumi we knew all the way back then, even that we knew 10 days ago. I know, but I just can't do it. I just can't let you do this. I won't join you. I agree. We can't. That's how it is, huh? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I turned around and left to go back to my own room. I was half expecting one to attack me while my back was turned. This is such a tense situation. And it's sorry that I'm not maybe energetic about this, because all I can think about is that we've lost Darumi, and the Eito that we have with us right now was totally on board with just convincing us. Because let's be honest here, if this was truly Eito, the actual Eito, and I know he appreciated Darumi so much, but the real Eito would also appreciated Takumi a lot too. I don't think he would have made a joke about us being ungrateful, but he was very serious there. If that was the real Eito as well, and had the real Eito's personality completely copied, again, it's a copy of his personality, not Eito himself. If that was real Eito, I do think Eito would have been he would have made either a joke about it, or been oh, Takumi, you're so rude, aren't you right now? But he was actually just very serious about what he said. And Darumi, the way she ended that last part of the conversation here, this part here, that's how it is, huh? It just doesn't feel like Darumi. It's such a weird situation. But they didn't lash out. They didn't try to stop me. They just let me walk away, which is even scarier. Do you think Red Storm's trying to create a whole army of people then? Just all of us? Consume all of us?
Troops! A new morning is upon us! It's your
This is such a bad situation. I wonder if I didn't even make the right choice. The next morning, we all got together at the cafeteria minus Darumi and Eito. I told everyone what had happened last night. Guys, I'm so defeated. You know what I mean? It's such an awful situation.
Oh.
So that's how Eito came back, and why Darumi's been changing so much. And now she wants to absorb all of us, too. Quite the predicament.
Oh.
I'll refrain from saying I told you so. I'm sorry to come to this. Yeah, it was, it's very horrible situation, because again, for me, I wanted to stop this, but again, I understand why Takumi, genuinely, he wasn't in the right mind through this whole playthrough. And again, that's not me making excuses for Takumi's decisions, by the way, but I think that 100%, he was all he could see was I have to bring these people back, because he felt guilty about everything that happened. But I think that sometimes, again, it's hard to see the forest from the trees. We can see the perspective where Darumi was the one suffering through this whole playthrough for this. She's the one that helped us so much, and now that's not even Darumi anymore. You know? Darumi took the brunt of this whole situation. So we won't be able to revive the others after all? I'm not saying we should let Darumi absorb us, but we've come this far. Couldn't we get her to bring Nozomi's friends back at least? But they're not going to be. They're going to be on Darumi's side, on Red Storm's side, not on our side technically. Don't be an idiot. We're talking about absorbing corpses, making new bodies with all the same memories. They wouldn't be the same people, just copies. No matter how much she misses them, Nozomi's not going to want her friends back if they're not real. Exactly, they're not real people. Even in that moment, like I said, the real Eito would have made a joke and a laugh about that. He would have. He would have made that into the funniest situation ever. But he didn't. He was very serious there. Nozomi. And again, this whole idea, this is, you know, kind of like the thing she's been hoping for. She probably gave her, everyone, you know, she gave herself hope, 100%. Without another word, Nozomi turned around and ran out of the cafeteria. Because now she's had to go through like a bunch of stages of grief. Not stages of grief, but like now she's had to go through grief of losing her friends. And I feel like it's like losing her friends all over again this way. The hope is gone to bring her friends back. Nozomi, we should probably give her some space. It's not our place to tell her how to feel. I agree 100%. You're so right. Keep an eye on her, make sure nothing bad will happen or anything like that. Like make sure like she's you know, not leaving the school or anything like that as well. But like, yeah, giving her some space and giving her the right to feel how she wants to feel is very, very, you know, correct. I feel bad for even bringing it up. Sorry, as someone who's insensitive, we shouldn't be allowed to live. Please stop, Shoma.
Oh!
So what should we do now about Redstorm, I mean?
Huh?
We basically need a plan to kill it, right? But dearest. Sorry, Sister Dearest, but so as long as that monster's in the school, I can't guarantee your safety. The shock on Kako's face, what Ima said here, again, this is one of those reasons that this route is, like, really difficult, right? Because you're going to have opinions like this. And we've had opinions like this from the start, and there's so many very different personalities and stuff like this too. While it seems like one of those horrible situations, we need to find out, like, if Darumi's still in there, is there any chance we can save Darumi? Because right now it just seems like that's Redstorm impersonating Darumi, right? And I'm not gonna, and even though, like I said, like I won't let anything happen to Darumi, this thing right here, we basically plan to kill it, right? I'm not sitting here going like, Ima, what the hell? How would that not be some people's first instinct? It's our enemy, plain and simple. You're right, the only thing we can do now is kill it. Even Takumi saying this. Do we think there's no way we can save Darumi at all? Kill Darumi, but she's our friend. That's the thing. We already had to like kill her as well. That's the thing. It isn't Darumi anymore. It's just Redstorm wearing her skin. Oh, it makes my skin crawl personally. It makes my skin crawl. And sooner or later, it will try to absorb us in its nature. It's in its nature. We need to we need a way to stop it. I agree, but it's not going to be easy. We're dealing with the monster that can consume and create anything it wants. Fighting it head-on will only guarantee our destruction. I'm assuming you have some kind of plan? Yeah. It's not much. But it's all I have been able to think of. Nozomi's grief, Darumi becoming a monster, this whole situation, it's all because of me. That guilt that he's been carrying with him. And I'm not here to say that like that guilt isn't accurately placed. I want to make that clear. I'm not saying that. I think it's very, like, you know, the stuff that happened with him and the stuff that he did, obviously, like, you know, it's normal to feel guilt here. No one's gonna feel like, oh no, you're totally wrong for feeling guilty, buddy. It's not, you know what I mean? To me, it's like more than normal to feel guilty about this. It's just so tough. I take responsibility to end this. Just leave it all to me. That's such a dark way of looking at this. I spent the rest of the day getting everything ready for my plan and waiting for the night to fall. Once it was good and dark, I figured it was time to go to the rooms. Wait, we're just doing this now? Oh my god. We're literally just doing this now? I have to go to the Darumi's room. I have to end this. This is so dark. Like, because we already did this once, but now we're doing it again? And again, alone with our footsteps. I am once again feeling so lost in this game. Darumi, you're awake in there, right? I'm coming in. Is it literally just happening right now? Like, there's no other way of looking at this? What's up, Takumi? I thought you didn't want to be friends anymore. Oh my god, the way she says that as well. You must decide to join me after all, huh? Join me. Not great at making big decisions, are you? But I guess that's nothing new. I'm glad it was hard watching you discard Darumi after everything she's done for you. I'm sorry, Darumi. It's fine, I forgive. But I can't stay and talk anymore? I came here to stop you. I won't let you absorb me or the others. Oh my god. And how do you propose to do that? You don't seriously believe you can defeat us on your own, do you? Oh my god, the way he even says that. That's, you know what I mean? Like, it's not even them. The way we are now, even the whole team couldn't take us down. Well, I'm not alone. Shion? Shion's gonna help? I brought a friend. Are you sure about this, Takumi? I am. This is how I'll take responsibility and keep everyone safe. The Undying Flame Boy, what are you doing here? So, like, what's he gonna do, though? We're following the plan, then? The plan? Yes, do it. What do you mean, the next moment? What? Is that not just burning us?
Are you ready, Takumi? I'm going to give the last of my power to you.
What the hell?
I'm ready.
Just like this?
Takumi? What are you doing?
That is... So we were absorbing his power?
These flames destroy any and all living matter. That includes me and
Wait.
you.
He's sacrificing himself? No freaking way. Wait, you telling me that in this another route where Darumi and Takumi both die? That's 3 endings then.
Even with your Retsunam powers, you're still not immune to these.
That is insane. He's actually gonna sacrifice himself.
But why would you set your arm on fire? Do you want them to burn you up as well?
Is he gonna sacrifice himself?
I couldn't make anyone else do this. This is between me
Oh
and
my
Daimi.
god, and then obviously he's feeling the weight of the decisions that he's made that's led to other people suffering as well through this whole route. Oh, this is terrible.
Here I come, Darumi.
This is so sad though.
This is the end. You and I will both die here.
That's the way this is going. That's the way this route is going to end, or this ending is going to end. There's going to be like, there has to be another ending, right? Because that's so horrible. I threw myself at the room. Oh my god, no. The Undying Flame spread to envelop both of us, eating away at every cell in our bodies. That is so horrible. Now that the end was here, I felt strangely calm. I should have died that day when I decided to ride Retsom inside me anyway. Since then, I've been on borrowed time. What the hell? I should have been the one to have my body consumed from the inside until the creature replaced me completely. This is what he's saying when he means make amends. He made the Undying Flames absorb himself because he's felt that guilt of having other people bear the consequences of his actions, basically. Whether that be Nozomi's heartache over her friends, or Darumi being the one to eventually take... And again, I know he didn't directly decide that, he didn't, but he's felt that weight, and we know he has. He's felt that guilt. Darumi wanted to spare me that fate, so she'd taken my place. That's the only reason I survived. I'm like, yes, 100%, she'd oh, that's what I'm talking about. Again, he didn't decide this, right? The same thing with the people dying at the start of the route. But this whole route, he's been feeling that guilt. And it's ended with him, like, having the Undying Flames consume him and Darumi at the same time. So I wasn't afraid to die. Now what I felt most of my final moments was a deep sense of gratitude towards Darumi and regret that things couldn't have turned out differently. And here's me like 10 like an episode ago being like, I want the happiness, I want the reconciliation, I want the moment where they get to hug, I want that moment. But we get this instead? Oh, frickin'. Day 95? Wait, what? What? You're not. They're just going to day 100. What are you doing, game? What the hell? Just like that? That is so brutal.
Troops, congratulations! This is your 100th morning at the academy!
Wait, so Takumi's just gone. Darumi's just gone. Eicho's gone. This is and again, you're playing with some of the most darkest magic, and this monster, of course, is going to be, again, we warned there would be suffering, but I didn't think it'd be ending up like this. That whole scene was a culmination of two things to me. Darumi's admiration and love for Takumi to the point that she has done so much stuff for Takumi to the point that she has put herself in this situation. And then also Takumi's guilt throughout 100 days of what has happened with all of his choices. And people fighting for him. And Darumi fighting for him. And Darumi, basically, let's be honest, dying for him. So he could live on and try to resurrect these people. She went along with it completely. And this is his culmination of that guilt.
At long last, the time has come.
Is this just like
the
a normal...
most important battle.
Yeah.
Get yourselves in order before...
What happens now? Wait. He's alive? Wait, what? Oh my god, but what about Darumi? So Darumi's just gone? I'm alive? The last thing I remember it was me and Darumi burning to death in an undying flames, but... Still though...
Oh.
Takumi, you're finally awake. Takumi, you're all right. How did we survive that though? Yeah, but why? Why am I still here? That's what we wanted. That's why we wanted you to tell us.
Huh?
Back in day 94, there was a huge fire on the roof, and when we came, we went to check it out. So he didn't even tell anyone he was going to do that beyond Shion. He didn't tell anybody. We found Darumi and Eito burned to death on and half of us burned. Wait, half us burned. How are we okay then? Was it the Revive-O-Matic? But we have to die, right? If we didn't... Because the Undying Flames, doesn't that get rid of your critical open as well to the point that, yeah, you can't be revived? What the hell happened here? Half of me? The thought of Darumi she's just gone. She was gone long before that, guys. I think that we can acknowledge, I think that in this case, in this route at least, Darumi died on like... The last time I'd have to look back, but like it's been days and episodes since we had Darumi with us. Darumi was gone a long while ago. The Undying Flames had already burned away most of your body. What was left of you was just lying there on the roof. It was quite a grotesque sight. Are you saying there was still enough of me for the Revive-O-Matic to bring back? Maybe it was that? No, wait, that was it. I would revive away, and the announcement just said day 100, yet it's been 6 days. Maybe it's because you were killed by the Undying Flames, but the Revive-O-Matic didn't work on you anymore. Huh? So how are we back? We tried calling the Undying Flame Boy, but he's also stopped appearing. Wait, so he's gone too?
Oh.
We found this on the ground beside you. Wait, the ruby tear? Did it actually get created? We thought so too, so we put it in your body and sank into it. And after a few days, the Revive-O-Matic was able to bring you back for the rest of the way. Did Darumi create the ruby tear? In other words, this is the ruby tear. A ruby tear. Did Darumi make this? But why? Did she actually help us in the end? I rejected Darumi and tried to kill her. After all that, why would she do this for me? Because there's probably still part of her still in there. Right? Never mind. That. Is it really day 100? What about the final battle and the invaders and Veshtis? Did you have a battle? It's alright, calm down. You don't have to worry about any of that. What? It was exactly a total victory. It wasn't exactly a total victory. We got the enemy back off at least. The thought of Darumi still making this tier for us, by the way. That means there had to have been some part of her still there that wanted us to be okay. Mostly was thanks to Revive to a team for... Wait, you revived them too? Revived? No way. I repeated the word in a dull, flat tone, but then the door opened and I understood. No way. What?
You really are awake again. Woohoo!
Oh my freaking god. It's so crazy. Moko's not one of my favorite characters, but oh my god, hearing that voice, it sets something off in me for sure.
So, you're Sir Takumi? The one
They don't even know us.
all our lives?
Oh, Kyoshika, it's so good to see you.
We heard you've been working hard all this time to revive us. You did pretty well for a filthy peasant.
Why does it feel good to be called a peasant right now? Like, it actually feels good to be called a peasant as well.
Dying and
oh,
coming back
Yuguru.
right before the final battle, though. Talk about a rude awakening.
No training whatsoever, just wake up for the final battle. It's so good to see all these characters. What a freaking... Darumi succeeded in the end then. Darumi revived everybody. Legitimately, she's the only one, along with Eito, who's gone, right? Mocha, Kyoshika, and Kurara, Yugamu. So then... That's right, we took the tier back to the second last defense academy and used on them too. Darumi's the only one, along with Eito, who's gone. The two of them are the ones that are gone. That breaks my heart. And the Revive-O-Matic did the rest. I know it's a happy moment, but like I can't help but think about Darumi. No, please thank Darumi. Well, I did. Like, I'm just being honest here, guys. We didn't do any of the work compared to Darumi. We did nothing. Compared to her, we did nothing. Thank you so much. We never would have been able to bring them back if it hadn't been for you. I didn't do anything special. It was Darumi. There's no time to be modest. You took the ruby tier from Darumi. No, we didn't. She gave it. She definitely gave it to us. And you're the one who found out how to revive us in the first place, right? I'm so grateful for everything you've done. It's Darumi. Darumi, but compared to what we did, compared to what she did, we did nothing. No, I really didn't. The words stuck in my throat, and before I could go on, an announcement started. It's day 100. Yeah.
The most important moment of this operation will soon begin.
Darumi sacrificed herself so that all these people could live. That's what happened here. I can't even deal with that, man. She should be getting all the praise for this.
Lost Defense Academy will now transition to attack mode.
So difficult. But you're gonna have to save them for now. We can talk all of you. Want, but once we're safely out there, I agree. This is so hard. We should go. We checked out the schoolyard. The escape pod is already there. There'd be no laughing matter if we miss it. Come on, Takumi. Right. Darumi doesn't get to enjoy this. Without any further discussion, everyone filed out of the room. Are you okay? Takumi seems you're a little off. What exactly happened between you and Darumi that day? It's breaking my heart. It's really breaking my heart. I really don't know. I knew that I should have died, but somehow I survived. Yeah, we were supposed to die that day. Darumi must have torn me off at the last minute, so the flames would... Again, even in this form, she was helping us out. Jesus Christ, dude. Thanks to her, part of me was left intact. She saved her life. Even with only a charred torso, there was still a chance of me being brought. Back. Darumi must have realized that possibility and made the ruby tier. To help make it a reality. But that wasn't all. It wasn't only about her wanting me to survive. Deep down, I think she wanted to end the way it did. She said all that to make sure I'd be the one to finish her. You think she was pretending? No. None of the legends said that would... Yeah. She made up something. Wait, so does she pretend to be the old Darumi as well to, like, trick us as well? Darumi had no idea how dangerous she might become. Maybe that's why she thought it was better for her to die before it was too late. She lied that whole time. Which means we, for the last 20 or so days of her life, she wasn't allowed to be herself if she wanted to save everybody. But then what about the way she was acting? I think she was pretending. Before Darumi had pretended to be morbid and insensitive in front of everyone else, she'd only felt comfortable being herself around me. Then she stopped showing me her more serious, more caring side, almost as if she was doubling down on the act. That's what I'm saying. She was building us up to us doing this. She's been playing the part of the inhuman Retsom so I could kill her without remorse. That's exactly what I think happened. Oh, freaking hell. I have no idea. And now I guess I never will. The relationship that they had throughout this entire route was gorgeous. And it was based, as we said, upon the mutual understanding of who Darumi was at her core. That she didn't have to pretend to be somebody else in front of Takumi, and in the end she pretended to be someone else to save us. In her final moments, in spite of much her body had changed, there was still a trace of the real Darumi in there. Or was it just grasping at straws to make sense of all that? I don't know. I think that theory is heartbreaking. It's a beautiful, like, it's not beautiful. I mean, it's like, it's a heartbreaking, like in terms of writing, it's a stunningly heartbreaking, bittersweet thing that everyone's back. But I didn't want to sacrifice her for everyone else. I didn't have a definitive answer or a way of getting one. How could I possibly know how Darumi had felt? Or why she did the things she did? I found myself reminded of something. No, don't even show me anything she told me. Don't even do that.
Do you know how other people feel, Takumi?
This was such a huge moment as well for this playthrough.
Huh? 'Cause I don't. No one ever seems to understand me, and I don't get what's going on in their heads either.
Oh my god.
No one ever knows how anyone else is feeling, really.
No. This whole time we didn't either. I'm trying to hold it together. I hope it doesn't sound like I'm trying not to cry. I have tears on my face, right? But I'm trying to hold it together as well. Oh, sorry. I guess this was really important, is how I choose to remember. Are you sure you're alright now? Talking to me, you've been mumbling to yourself for a while now. Again, they won't understand the weight of this, right? What's in our mind. And the fact that she had to pretend to be someone else for 20 days before she died. Yeah, it's nothing. Come on, we better get going. Was that Darumi at the very end? Was she still a person, or had she really become a monster? I think the message they're trying to say with Darumi saying, like, no one knows how anyone really feels, is probably her trying to say, don't sweat it. You know? If only thing I could do now is believe in her, yeah. Then I already have my answer right there. Yes, to believe that was Darumi. I'll never... I'll never forget you, Darumi. I'll keep you in my heart for as long as I live. I promise. Oh God. I'm skipping the credit. I think we heard the credits already as well. How Darumi Felt is the name of the freaking route. We can try and get the other ending as well, but like, Jesus Christ, that was like such a crazy ending for that as well. We only have 6 endings, by the way, out of all of this. Is this the choice? Oh, we can look at the skipping of the days as well. Before we get the other ending, though. Oh, you look at the way it changes as well, by the way. Darumi didn't get to enjoy the fruits of this. This whole 90 days was Darumi suffering. But at least for like a few days, we had like a really happy time with her. I think that ending embodies like what the relationship was and why Darumi saw the relationship more than anyone. If that makes, if you understand what I'm saying, it's like I think Darumi, this whole time, she's, you know, the crux of what she said was all the way back on, it was all the way back here, right? When we decided to save her. And while there wasn't a decision to, well, it was us now was a decision to save her. While there wasn't a decision to save her, she forever felt indebted to Takumi from that moment for giving her a new lease on life. And throughout this whole route, we've gone to see the true Darumi. And I think that Darumi knew that Takumi would never get over the guilt of what happened to those people in the Second Last Defense Academy. And she decided to sacrifice herself in worry that she was going to kill everyone else. So that Takumi wouldn't feel bad in those final moments of doing it, you know, because he already was so guilty. And to her, even though now this is going to be on his mind forever, and it's going to be on my mind forever, that Darumi died in the last moments here, that we killed Darumi once again. This is what Darumi was aiming for. It's basically almost everyone alive apart from Eito and Darumi. And I think she saw if I can bring these people back, then at least Takumi will have felt like he had done something good. She did this for him. I'm not sure if I even want to do the other route because again, like I don't know if I want to ruin my perception of what has happened here as well. You know what I mean? Because again, I think the whole idea of this quest is not to say definitively that's what Darumi was thinking. Because again, I know Darumi was like thinking that she would like. No, I 100% believe that she was trying to help us, maybe even in the last moments. But the reason, but I think the reason why this ending is so beautiful, and what I might stick with this ending and not get this ending on, maybe not until like later on, is because I genuinely believe that this is just is a really great ending writing wise, where like it's Darumi's words ring in her head, which is the words that ring in her head for Darumi are what she said to us, which was you don't know how people truly feel. What's this choice, by the way? Oh, that was Defy Saray, wasn't it? If I am going to do another route, by the way, I kind of want to do this one. If we do one more route at least, I want to do this one where we choose to not fight for humanity and see where that goes. I don't know if that's a route you guys want to see either. I'm kind of very happy with not getting this other ending. I don't know. Because this was a very beautiful thing for me. In a very dark way, I should say. Now, I still could get the other ending, because here's the thing, right? Like, Kodaka said himself that every ending is canon, right? So if I wanted, like, you know, in my playthrough, if I want to say that no matter what, like, even if we find out that, like, here Darumi wasn't, you know, because again, it's different in different routes, right? Because again, like, it's like, he said this route is canon, this route is canon, like this ending's canon, this ending's canon, this ending's canon. All these endings are canon. So if I wanted to get this route here, right, then there would be no problem with me still just believing that this route at the end is the most, you know, is the most like interesting one and like one of the best endings, which is us basically saying that we how do I say it, that we just don't that we accept that Darumi may have been trying to help us in the end as well, and maybe that was Darumi in the end. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes, okay? We'll see how it goes, and then we'll see how we feel about it. Because I think it's just like maybe like just like I feel like it's just a perfect ending of what we got there in terms of like just like a story, you know what I mean? Let's see how this goes. I'm not sure how it will go, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, I'm gonna trust you. So we're gonna get absorbed by Darumi here. If you really can bring everyone back, I guarantee that we'll all survive. Then I'll accept you just the way you are. This is what I've been fighting for after all. It's the reason I allowed you to become like this. I won't abandon you now that the end is in sight. I'm here for you, Darumi. Thank you, now take my hand. Yes. I'm really glad you chose me, Takumi.
Nobody has ever accepted me or put
What?
me first before.
So she sees this choice as us putting her first?
If anyone was going to change that, I wanted it to be you. Thinking about you is what gave me the strength to keep fighting.
Her saying this, especially with knowing that, like, again, we literally gave her a new lease on life as well.
That's what I remember feeling, anyway.
So it's still a thing where, like, she's just getting... So it is her feelings that are still permeating the idea of, okay, I remember feeling that way. I remember feeling that I wanted you to get, you know, what she said here. That I remember feeling that I wanted you to be the one to notice me first. To put me first. And that's so interesting because there still is the Retsnom inside of her. Of course there is, right? But even though the Retsnom inside her, she remembers those feelings of I wanted Takumi to put me first. That's how she felt about Takumi. Holy hell. I took one last breath and reached out for Darumi's hand, or rather Retsnom's tentacle. When we touched, I felt as if my entire sense of being was drawn into something together. So that's why I think that, like, even in this route, it's like a mixture of both. Like, Darumi is still in there, but Retsnom is still there as well. That's the way I see it. Like, there's still the feelings and the memories as well. That was where my consciousness of my existence as I knew it came to an end. So we're just absorbed. Like, how do we even deal with this? What? Day 99?
Up and at 'em, troops! You'll be now. Get
So what happens now then?
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense
So is this Veshnis? Oh my god, there's actually a battle with Veshnis this route. Or this ending. Okay, great. Wait, oh my... Soraya and Nigo here as well. What? Is this like the... Wait. No, I was going to say, is this a route that everyone's alive in? But no, that's not true, right? Because this is clones of everybody else as well. This is your final battle. To get through this, and humanity will have won the war. The enemy will be stronger than ever, so give it your all. Worry not. Those dastards shall become rust in the holy Jumanji sword blade. Somebody must have ripped the F section out of my dictionary because I don't know the meaning of the word failure. Okay, let's go for it. Just who do you think you are talking to? Oh my god, with Kurara back as well. Will be a cinch for the Kurara Osazuki side of the Proud Osazuki clan. This is it then, the final showdown. Hopefully the last time we'll have to kill it unwillingly. Our long fight is coming to an end. It almost feels like anticlimactic. Honestly, like, in a way, like, it's kind of so strange because it doesn't feel like normal or right? It feels wrong. It can't end soon enough if you ask me. I'm tired of being forced into fighting for humanity's filthy ambitions. You know what? True. Very true. I only hope I'll also be free of that duty soon. Even a piece of trash like me has people waiting for him. I can't wait to see Leo again. Oh, poor Leo. We made it this far. Now we just have to finish it. Oh man, the girls are gonna be all over when this is over. I mean, I don't know. You know, final battle style. I'm going to retire to a farm in the middle of nowhere to live in peace with my dear sister. Him on a farm is crazy, by the way. Can you imagine him in overalls just being like, you know, dude, I don't know. This is such a weird ending. It feels weird, right? It doesn't feel right. Don't get ahead of yourself. Everyone, we haven't won yet. We're totally gonna, though. I'm so fired up, nothing's gonna stop me. It's smart to fight alongside all of you. Now let's kill the invaders together one last time. Don't hype it up too much. It's making me nervous. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it doesn't feel right because we know, like, the context of why, like, you know, at least some of these people are not real, you know? Once Vestia shows up, I'll take the lead. I've got another poison trap primed and ready. Let's win this and we'll go home together. You bet we will. And Shion's here too. Of course, he didn't sacrifice himself there. I see. So this is a choice he made, Takumi. It is. That's what I remember anyway. All right, then I'll support you. I see. He's saying it too again. What's happening is they absorb part of you, and they become this clone, but they still have like the memories and the feelings of those people within them, right? So there is still like part of like Darumi there, part of Takumi there, but it's not the full person anymore. When all is said and done, I'm still your friend. Yeah, thank you so much, Shion. But yeah, it's one of those things that we don't know what's true and what's not, because again, as we said, like, is this truly what happens when you get absorbed? What, like, are you yourself? Like, do you have your memories? Are you just a monster? You know what I mean? Are you gonna fight with us too, Darumi? Are you actually able to fight? Yeah, let's do this. Everyone, for the last time, defensive battle initiate. So we're actually gonna do a battle here. That's crazy though, right? We went from like a route with where it ended in like a very like, in terms of writing, I think a very incredible ending, to like now we're about to fight Veshnas. Wait, we're gonna have a full field here. Is this one the first time ever, right? Oh my god! Look at everybody. Yeah. Like it's like this is one of the first. I think it's probably the first time ever we've had every single person, right? Maybe no, the first route maybe. Yeah, maybe the first route. But even then, I don't think we had like everybody, did we? We probably did in the first route, maybe at one point, yeah. It's been so long now. We've been playing this for a while. I don't know if this is going to be skippable though, right? But everybody's here, by the way. Every single member of the Last Defense Academy.
Veshnas doesn't seem to have arrived yet.
Yeah.
Trying to wear us down with her minions. Classic evil overlord move.
I know, this still feels so weird.
Sounds good. Let's take these small fry out, everyone.
Oh my god. No, there's no way that this is like again, they are clones, right? They have to be at this stage. They have to be. This isn't like the full version of themselves at all, 100%. We could skip the final battle. I mean, we already fought Veshnas. I mean, it makes sense. That was tough. That was really tough.
Yeah! Mokomania's really running wild now.
Mokomania.
These freaks are so insolent. It's time they learn some respect.
At this rate, even the final boss will pose no threat.
Did you guys feel this way too if you got this
to their wicked souls?
Yeah, if even that was a bit robotic. Did you guys feel like but then again, I think Kyoshika's like her sometimes she does say stuff like she's, you know, that's like, you know, intentional. But do you think that like when you guys were playing this route, if you did play this route and you got this ending, do you feel the same way as me where it's like I should be happy that every single member of the team is back, but I only feel weird?
This is no time to kid around. Looks like we've got company.
You're right. There she is.
Here comes Veshnas. We all look down to where Moko was pointing. The Supreme Commander was calmly walking towards us as if she owned the place. Then she stopped right in front of us and gave it, and we all stood on guard. And then the transition here as well. Like, this should be like, you know what I mean? Like, I bet there's like, you know, obviously there is going to be routes where like everyone survives, and those routes probably feel much better maybe. But like, it just feels really weird. It feels so weird.
Wicked invaders.
Intentionally so, by the way. I don't think this is meant to feel like, oh my god, we did something amazing here, you know? I don't think it's supposed to feel like, oh my god, this is the most incredible moment ever.
Last time we met, you had the gall to attack me with poison. Allow me to pay you back for that. But wait! Why are the soldiers I killed back among you?
It's weird, huh? I wonder if you can figure it
That's just
out.
totally confused. Darumi just laughing in her face.
Invaders! You used one of our planet's forbidden techniques, didn't you?
Possibly. Maybe. Maybe.
Just how much do you have to take from us before you're satisfied? That power belongs to me!
Again, this Vesh just always feeling like everything belongs to her no matter what.
Wow, she's really mad about
See, that's what I'm like. You know what? I'm split on this, right? I'm definitely split on this because like I love having Darumi laugh in Vesh's face. It's hilarious, right? But there's still the surrounding situation around him being absorbed by Retsnob. You know, it still feels weird.
Then it's time to use my power. You. I promise to support you to the very end, no matter what decision you made.
He's just a good dude.
Now, do it. Use my power. I saved up extra especially for times like this.
You really think you can kill me? The only one dying today are you!
Again, Vesh is like so sure of herself as well. That's why whenever you do get to take her down, it does feel good, right? The Ghostblight Von Dyneplane's attacks come first will weaken Vesh's with the energy he's stored up. Like, that's why I think she's a good villain, because she's so confident, because she's so brutal, because she's so horrible to everyone, when you do eventually get to take her down, there is a genuine feeling of like, oh my god, yes, you know? And that to me is a good villain, right? Because it's not only just like how evil they can be, right? Because some people make their villains so evil and so powerful that you can't even touch them.
Curse you! Curse you all!
But the fact that it feels good to like figure out a way to defeat Vesh's and then defeat her and then you feel amazing, right? And you feel so good afterwards, it shows that they made a good villain to me. It is the poison again.
Nice job, Nozomi! You weakened her even more!
It's so weird having Moko back after so long as well.
Onward, friends! Our victory is practically assured now!
This is the final push. Give it everything you've got, guys.
And again, they're just gonna skip this as well, right? There we go, we win. For the final time in this route for sure, we got in a restaurant. We have so many BP points. That's why getting BP and exploration never matters anymore. It never matters. Get up, Vesh's, we won. How can I be defeated? I am superior, and that's why it feels good to defeat you all the time. You are just like evil. And obviously, like, I want to make it clear as well, by the way, like, it doesn't feel good to defeat the future and people. I want to make that clear. But Vesh's, I don't even consider this like the idea of us like crushing a rebellion anymore, or like as the invasion part. Because again, Vesh's is an enemy to Futurum and Earth, both, legitimately both. What kind of insane power did you get your hands on? Ooh. Sorry, but you don't need to know that. Again, Darumi like just being playful. The fact that Darumi's here on day 100 is insane too, or day 99, I suppose.
Now it's
oh my god,
for
what?
Me to absorb you too.
What? I never thought we'd see Veshness reduced to being like this.
What are you doing? Get away!
That is brutal.
What's going on? This is no mere absorption ability.
It looks horrific, doesn't it? Like, it actually look, it's disgusting to look at.
You're going to be one of us now.
No! Stop it! Stay away! Get out of my body!
Right, even though, like, we hate, like, Veshtus, right? It's still the idea of, like, you know, seeing anyone get absorbed like this. It just makes you feel icky.
Now, there's
Shushing
nothing
her?
to be scared of.
Like she's a baby?
Everything will be okay. I promise. Just relax and let it happen.
That's so dark. That's so dark. Such a dark image. We just at day 100? We just end day 99 with Vesh just screaming no? Good morning, Takumi. When did I fall asleep? What is happening now? You must have been really tired. You've been working so hard. You've experienced so much death and despair, but you've overcome all of it to the end up here. I know how hard it's been for you. I am you now, after all. Oh yeah, because like we're all like she absorbed us.
Huh?
Yeah, of course. But you don't have to carry that burden anymore. I'm going to take everything and everyone into myself. And again, that idea of like Darumi taking that burden, taking like everything upon herself, that feeling of like wanting to pay back Takumi, wants to do it. There'll be no more war, no more fighting. We can all live in peace, free from death. Is that your new goal? To like wait to like stop wars altogether? All the people on the artificial satellite, all the living beings that can fight, you're gonna absorb them? I'll absorb them all along with their memories. We'll all become one. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of that, but we're taking this route. You know what I mean? This is the route we're taking. No one will ever have to die. No more grief or painful goodbyes. This is like a big theme in this game, by the way, trying to avoid like any grief and feeling bad, right? By like doing something that is like, you know, extreme. It happens quite a bit, I feel like, in this, or at least like trying to like, you know, make a, you know, trying to carve a future, I think is a big thing in this game through like pain and suffering and other people's pain and suffering and through like very weird means. Like there's a lot of themes of that in this game too. And you won't have to suffer anymore either. And again, that's why I feel like my interpretation of this, and you might have a different interpretation, that's perfectly fine. My interpretation is that the Darumi is still in here, but it's mixed with Retsnam, right? I know people are like, yeah, that's exactly what it is, but I'm saying that like, I don't think it's all Retsnam. I think there's still parts of Darumi still in there. That does sound good. But are you sure you can handle it? Don't worry, I'm not about to kill myself. I've wanted to die a ton of times throughout my life, but never gone through with it. I guess that's part of why I was so compatible with Retsnam. We were reminded once again that the memories of Darumi are in here, and the stuff Darumi has had to go through is absolutely horrific. I already was the perfect host for it. I guess it's settled then.
That's right. You don't have to worry about a thing.
This artwork? Oh my, why is this the sweetest thing in the world? And again, like, this is, you know what's funny? This game, you know this is like a Kodaka game. Because even in the most bittersweet of even the most, like, you know, the moments that you always wanted. I said this, I wanted a moment like this. Darumi and Takumi, you know, sitting together at the end of all this. You know, I know I said I wanted a hug, I wanted everything, you know, for sure. But there's like this somber moment where they're sitting together like this. It's like everything I wanted. But just like in any Kodaka game, there's a bitter pill to swallow where it's like, yeah, you have this, but it comes with a catch. If you want this quote-unquote happy ending, you have to become one with Darumi. And honestly, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, if you want something good, here's the consequences.
I'll make you happy, Takumi. I'll make everyone happy.
I adore this gal so much.
I'll take all your pain away and create a new world just for us.
You see what I mean? Because even that's like a dark image of the idea of like everyone's gonna get absorbed into Retsnam. And like, it's like literally feels like the game is telling you, yeah, you want all this. And I know all of you wanted this. I know all of you wanted like this happy ending. The closest you're going to get to a pure happy ending in this game is one that has the backdrop of a darkness like this.
Thank you, Darumi.
You know what I mean? Like, thank you, Darumi. I've wanted that all along. I've wanted this because again, the relationship means the world to me.
Come on. It's time to go. The others are waiting for us at the escape
pod. Oh my god, we're going to absorb. She's literally like, let's go up and absorb humanity.
They're all there. They're just waiting on you and me.
Like, even though this is a dark scene, I don't want it to end because I don't want to, like, this is the last of it. There's no more choices. This is the last time we're going to have Darumi in like, with Takumi in this route.
Great. I'm so glad we all get to go back together.
Oh my god. We're finally going to leave this place. We're going to leave it all behind, and all the fighting and the pain and the sorrow. No more life or death decisions, no more death.
Congratulations, Takumi. You finally got your happy ending.
I wouldn't call it that. I wouldn't exactly call it that.
From now on, we'll never have to be apart. And we'll keep everyone safe from all the bad things in the world. I love you, Takumi.
Huh?
Now let's both be happy together.
What?
Forever.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, again, the game was like, hey, you got this, I love you, which again, I would scream. I would scream at the top of my lungs if it was like, it was any other part of this route. You know what I mean? But once again, in Kotaka fashion, it's like, yeah, here's the I love you, you know? But you also get the forever. You know what I mean? You always get the back. Oh my god. This game. Oh my god, this game. Obviously, I can't look at the credits here, but we'll talk about some of the stuff as it's going by. This game loves doing that. This music's so good as well. The game loves doing this, right? You'll never truly get like, oh, you might get like a really happy ending, right? There's a chance. But the chances are, it's such a good song. The chances are like there's going to be always like, again, as I said, the backdrop of a darkness in Tokyo games, right? It is like, again, the way I feel about it and the way I interpret this, and again, you guys can interpret something differently, please let me know. My interpretation of this is that Darumi was still there in Retsnam's body, and she wanted us to absorb, this is my canon, she wanted us to absorb into her so we could be together forever. So we could finally have this feeling where, like, again, as she said, so you would finally choose me. Where we could, like, be, this music's so good. Where we could be together forever, right? And finally, again, she's never had someone choose her or put her first. And in this sense, she finally felt like the one person that could put her first is Takumi. And now in this route, that she sees us now, we get to be together forever. I know you, you know me. Right? But in the other route we had, the reason why that was like super important too was because I still think it adds to this route. I think the Rumi was still there in the body there, still part of her was there, and in that moment when we went to like burn her, she realized in her head, and this is heartbreaking for me to even say, she realized Takumi didn't choose me in this moment. He chose to move forward. And in a very selfless Darumi way, pushed him off, gave him the ruby tear, and basically sacrificed herself. And said, basically like, okay, I understand. And that's so heartbreaking to me. Because she clearly, part of her memories 100% that were inside Retsnam wanted her to have Takumi with her forever. She wanted that. She loves Takumi. That's what she wanted. She wanted to, again, this whole time, this idea of Takumi's the first person to know the real her, to notice her, to just know who she is and not just see her as a quote-unquote freak. And also, I keep saying it because it's so heartbreaking to think of it, she wanted someone to pick her and to put her first, because no one's ever done that in her life, even her family. So what happened was then when we, as I said, when we tried to kill her, she realized, okay, he's not going to choose me, but I still want him to live because I still care about him. That feelings were still inside him. So she pushed us off, gave her the ruby tear, let everyone else kind of be revived. And that ending's so amazing as well, writing-wise, because then you end on like the one thing that Darumi said to us before, which is like, one of the things Darumi said to us before, which is like, you never know how someone's truly feeling. So they left it up to interpretation in that route, if you only did that route. And I still think it's up to interpretation of like what really happened and how much of her was still in there and all this stuff too, 100%. But I think that's what's so cool about it too, is because now I can go back and have my own interpretation, which is what I just said there. Part of her's still in there. She wanted us to choose her. She wanted the ending we just got. But she accepted the ending that with the other ending, if that makes sense. and put us first in the other ending, like she always has. The ending that we just got was her putting her wanting someone to put her feelings first. And that's what's so great. The ending we just got is Takumi, in her mind, Takumi putting her feelings first. And the first ending we got here as well in this episode was her putting Takumi's feelings first. I think it's incredible. I think it's an incredible way they did that. There it is. Okay, Aniplex. Yeah, there is at the end of the credits, so I can look up again. I've been like looking at like my like the set of batteries I have over here for the whole time as I'm talking. The Panasonic batteries are like, what I do? We are one. Yeah. And that's pretty much my feelings on this as well, and that's my feelings on what happened in the end here. I think that in my view, she was probably taken over a long time ago. I think that's probably a good way to put it. Like she was already like taken over a long time ago, and it ended up basically like there was just her memories are still there, and that's maybe why she. But like again, the interpretation as well that I think is so interesting is like, you know, I think you could debate for hours about the idea that like, did she pretend to be the other Darumi in order to like get us to do this? I think my interpretation is the what I think I said there, but maybe you guys feel differently. I think that what she did was, as just in a timeline. She realized what was happening, and she realized that if I can bring back Eito, that means I can absorb everyone, and there'll never be no one ever die again, no one ever suffer again. And if we come together and we can be like this one creature, and I can be with Takumi forever, and Takumi can choose me. Hopefully, he'll choose me, and that's what she thought. I don't know if you can really prove the idea of her pretending to be that. I think it was just like her memories being absorbed, but you could be that too. It could be that too. Maybe she was also. You could also interpret it as. She was pretending for sure, and she was just preparing for the eventuality that Takumi wouldn't choose her and put her first in that way as well, right? Just preparing for that idea. And I think maybe that's another thing that could have happened there, because the only way I can prove that idea is that maybe in the other route that we had, the first route we did, the first ending we got, when we walked out those doors, Reston didn't kill us. So there is the Darumi inside of there that didn't want us to die there. And she looked downtrodden. So I still think that there was a big part of her still there. So I still think that there is like maybe credence there to add, like that maybe she was pretending for days in the eventuality that maybe we wouldn't choose her or put her first. Yeah. That's my interpretation of the ending there. And I think that like in terms of like the quality of this as well, I think this is one of the best routes we've done. And I've only done 4 routes with like 6 endings, right? I think that's true, right? We got this ending. We got these endings. 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Oh, they might be in different sections, like the day 60, for example. Was one of the endings right? Was it? I thought so. Here, is this the ending I was thinking about? The coming of age route. That was day 65. Yeah, so we got 1, 2, 3. If you count the ending, that's first ending, that's 4. 5, 6, and then. Is that how many we got in the coming age route? We got 2 endings. In this route, we got 2 endings. That's 4. In this ending, we got 1 ending for the second scenario. So that's 5. And then we also got the original ending as well. That's 6. So 6 endings is what we got so far? Yeah, it said 6 endings. Yeah, sorry, but I said 6 endings on the save file. Yeah. But yeah, that's my interpretation of the ending. And I think in terms of this route itself, what was so beautiful at this route to me was like, again, the relationship we had with Darumi. And I think one of the most important things about this was about 2 things. It was about Darumi finally being seen for who she was, and in a way being chosen first, right? And I think that, like, if you look back to even the start of this route, when she died, I think that was a big part of that was like, because like, you know, I think when she died there, like, or when she was, sorry, not when she died, when she was gonna die, I think she saw that as well as someone putting her first. We made the choice to come back to the academy. And while it wasn't directly in Takumi's mind just about her, in our mind it was about her, but like not just like, you know what I mean? Like it was not just about her. In a way, she was chosen first there. Her feelings were put before the other academy. And from that point on, she had this feeling of like, okay, Takumi is the one that I want to put me first. And that's a beautiful sentiment to have for a person who had a life like that, where she had to do everything for herself. Nobody helped her. Her parents abandoned her. They did horrible things to her. She was never thought of first. But in this sense, Takumi through this whole route was caring about her. But one of the issues was is that like there was times when Darumi wouldn't even let us put her first because she was making decisions on her own to put us first too. She was so grateful for that idea of being chosen first. So we had these beautiful moments with Darumi that I love so much, and this whole beautiful time with her as well. That was so fantastic. Moments that I will cherish forever, laughter, crazy moments, happy moments, like things you can never really forget. Like I think they did such a fantastic job of like I think she's already a human because like as you guys know in previous roots I was begging for more talks with her, more conversations with her. But in this sense I think that they genuinely did like, you know, make her even more of like a personality that you would love and want to follow. I think the majority of people who watched this playthrough or who played this game probably come at the end of this thinking Darumi is one of the best characters in the game, easily. She is a character who was mistreated her whole entire life, and finally someone put her first, so she started to put him first over everything, and in the end, she wanted to be chosen first, but in one ending, she put him first again, and in the other ending, technically Retsnam put everyone under one, put her first. Technically, Takumi put her feelings first, if that makes sense. Even though that was Retsnam mixed with Darumi's abilities, you know what I mean? In a way, like, I'm kind of happy that we got an ending where we got to hang out with Darumi in the end and got to say thank you, and she got to say I love you, beautiful stuff. But again, it's a Kodaka game, and I wouldn't be surprised if Kodaka wrote this route, because it feels very Kodaka to be like, yeah, here's the I love you moment. Oh, what's the catch? Catch? It's like, well, Kodaka, what do you mean? Like, you're just going to give me the I love you moment? Yeah, just take it. Look at them, just sitting at the table together. Oh, Kodaka, what? You couldn't just give us that one moment, you know what I mean? Maybe I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. It might be the guy who did the 999 games as well, the Zero Escape series, which I still want to play in the channel. I played 999 back in 2014, I think it was, 15. But I only did like one route and I don't remember any of it, so we still could play it if you guys want to see it. I played on the Vita on like a train ride, which again, like, thank God, like, I used to play, but imagine if I was like sitting beside a stranger on the train, you know? And I'm sitting beside a stranger on the train, I'm like, oh God, they're judging me. All this violence on the screen. And like this dude looks at me, he stared at me, and he turns to me and goes, I wouldn't pick that choice. Huh? Don't pick that choice, buddy. Don't pick that choice. Yeah, but that's my interpretation of the story. I think it's very beautiful what happened to Darumi. The moments we had to Darumi were so fantastic. She is such like a character that was willing to sacrifice everything for Takumi. But in the end as well also wanted to, like, you know, have Takumi choose her first. I think there's many interpretations you could have of how she felt, and I think it's also an amazing thing that they end this on the idea of like, you don't know how people truly feel, because again, it's saying to you, you interpret like what was true and what was not, what was real and what was not. You interpret all of that. I think that's a really incredible thing, because if someone comes to me in the comments now when this video is uploaded on Saturday and says, hey, I don't believe what you said here. I think that this is I think that actually, like, you know, it was all fake and she wasn't real and she didn't have any feelings towards us and it was all just to absorb us. I totally am on board with that too, because again, I'm not going to diminish that feeling. But yeah, what we had here in this episode was just like the stuff with the absorption. The two endings we got were like, honestly, like, I actually liked these endings, but in different ways. Like, I liked the first ending, not because it was like made me happy, but because like it's really well written. Like, it's such a beautiful ending to call upon Darumi's words again. Darumi being, you know, sacrificing herself basically for everybody as well, putting Takumi first. And as I said, I love the other ending as well in a warped way, because we still got to have the I love you moment from Darumi, but at the same time too, it's also like a very wild and it felt very weird. But again, if you're playing a game like this, like a Kodaka game, a Tokyo Games game, you're going to end the game usually feeling, doesn't matter if it's a route or if it's like a true ending, it's usually a feeling of like bitterness, weirdness, sadness, happiness, all rolled into one sometimes. And that's not every route ending, by the way. There's, because again, Kodaka said every ending is canon. He said if you end on the getting like two routes, that's fine. He said that's your canon ending, and I love that he said that as well, because that like makes it like the debate. It makes the debates more fun, because I feel like, you know, what would be really bad if he came out and said like, no, you have to get 15 endings if you want to truly understand this game. Because I feel like then it means that if I'm like having a conversation with you guys, for example, and you're like, well, I see this as the canon ending. It means everyone has their own interpretation of like characters. Everyone has seen different things, and it makes for a really like enjoyable playthrough. But I love this route. I love this route so much. Made me so happy to be with Darumi. There was like actually like, I would say like, even if like there was an undertone of like we're trying to resurrect people, there was like 30 days of pure joy in this series, right? When we were hanging out with Darumi. It was like 30 days of just like happiness with Darumi. And that's a rare thing that you never get in like Last Defense Academy. And yes, there was the obviously bitter awkwardness around the stuff that happened with Takumi before with the lies, but I just love the fact that this route focused on Darumi. And what I feel about Darumi in the end is she is a beautiful character who will sacrifice everything for Takumi, who is really has a lot of depth to her, has been through a lot, has more wise than people realize as well, and has so much like emotional turmoil inside of her that it's really honestly like, you know, I'm glad we got to know her. I'm glad we got to know her because on the surface, I already knew there was something deeper about her, but she was always just in the background, always isolating herself. She was like an isolated character in the first playthrough. She was. And she was meant to be written that way. She was the character that every once in a while was just like, killing game, yeah. And we laughed and we thought she's amazing. You know, she's so fun. But even now, they even showed this in this playthrough. You had every character when Darumi was speaking being like, oh my God, stop being so weird. And they said, you know, it's back to the original stuff. And we were just kind of feeling weird about that. I think they did anxiety really well in this route. I think they did all the relationships really well in this route. I think they really threw a lot of curveballs with a lot of reactions to what characters felt about different moments. I love doing the Darumi bonding events. This whole route was Darumi, and I think they did a really good job of it. I think the basic timeline of like the journey of Darumi is a character who pretended to be something she was not. She wanted to die. Her life was saved by Takumi. She was grateful to Takumi, wanted to help Takumi out of his downward spiral, became a friend of Takumi, probably fell in love with him from the last moment here as well. We can feel at least a little bit. Takumi started to appreciate Darumi. They appreciated each other. They worked together to resurrect this thing together. Darumi didn't want to show her suffering to Takumi. Eventually Takumi was like, no, we're friends. You have to show me this. You have to show me your true feelings. They became very close in that sense. We saw the real Darumi who was always pretending to be something she wasn't. Eventually something happened with Retsun where we don't know if like, you know, all the stuff happened over time with like the suffering she went through again, to make Takumi feel better. She took the brunt of this. Without her, none of that ending could have happened there where everyone was brought back. And we ended with an ambiguous kind of like ending up to interpretation on both sides where we have to like interpret what we feel about the ending on multiple signs. But in the end, it was just an amazing story with Darumi. Guys, that's going to do it for this episode. I want to thank you all for coming along this journey with Last Defense Academy. The reason I'm saying thank you right now, and I appreciate you guys so much, is because I don't know if we're doing another route. As I said, the route I would want to take is I would want to do this one. Which is, I want to choose to like go against that. That's the route I would take if I was going to do another one. Let me know if you guys would like to see that. But I will say this about the Last Defense Academy audience. I know that like it's been a long time. We've been playing this for a long time. Like, if you think of it this way, do you want to know something weird? In 5 months' time, this would have been a year we've been playing this. In 5 months. I know it's a weird way to put it, but in 5 months, it's been a year we've been playing it. And what I'll say is this, is that in terms of like my appreciation for you guys coming on with this route, this has been one of the most fulfilling and beautiful playthroughs I've ever gotten to do. Now, I might have to say this again at the end of another route if I choose to do something else, because again, I'll know how I feel in a couple of days. We won't have a video Monday, by the way, so don't expect anything Monday. We might have anything Tuesday as well, depending as well. I might just take those 2 days off completely from uploading videos, and then we'll take I know it's weird. There might be like a couple of days where there might be might not be any videos from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, if that makes sense. It depends. It might not be, you know, because I might upload a K-pop video on one of those days. But yeah, it might be just like 3 days without a video, possibly, which I've never done that before. So, and by the way, it won't, believe it or not, it actually won't be. You might be like, oh, Calvin's taking some days off. I'll still be like recording on those days. It just won't be a video maybe on Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. So I'll still be recording all those days. I won't be taking any days off. It would just be like, you know, taking a break from these individual things. And then we'll see what happens after that as well. I might upload like maybe some like vlog style stuff, or maybe even like, you know, watching some trailers or something like that for like maybe games, like just in, you know, like not stuff that will spoil stuff or something like that. You know what I mean? I might do something like that for those days, because I'll still be recording on those days anyway, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I want to say that it's been so fulfilling, so amazing, so many different emotions in these characters. They're some of the best cast one of the best casts I've ever seen. I say top 5 cast all time. It's been such a beautiful time. It's been amazing. It's been so incredible. And I don't think there's any game, even now, where I equally feel like I don't know these characters fully yet, but also at the same time too, I know these characters better than most games would let you know characters, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? You know, where it's like there's still so much left to explore, but I still feel like I know these characters like the back of my hand now. What I'll say is this. On top of like having such a fulfilling time with these characters, you know, the fact that if I do choose to, you know, take a break from this, I'm going to miss these characters, doesn't mean we can't go back and play more of this. This has been, I would say I'd rate this game a 10 out of 10. This game and like Silent Hill F are like, to me, like the pinnacle of stuff that's come out this year. I've had such a good time with it. If I do choose to take a break after this, we will come back, like, obviously, to this. There's no way I'm going to leave this behind. And I promise you guys that we will come back to a root of this. If I choose to take a break from this and come back to it, then we will just do, like, let's say I'll play, like, Spirit of Justice or something, and then I'll come back and we'll do, like, a root of this or something, you know what I mean? I think it's a game I can infinitely come back to and have fun with. You know what I mean? I feel like it is that type of game. I want to play Your Turn to Die as well. I want to do that as well. I've been wanting to play that for like a while now, for like 2 years straight. I want to play Your Turn to Die. I want to play the 999 games. I've wanted to play like the AI, the Somnium files. I want to play so many games as well. But if I choose to not to like, here's the thing. There might be a feeling like on like Sunday where I'm like, nah, I want to do another route, and we'll see where that goes. Right? We'll definitely see where that goes. And I also want to hear your guys' opinions as well. On top of how fulfilling and beautiful this has been with this amazing cast of characters that I will never forget. Because I can't even, like, if I sat here and tried to express how I feel about these characters, I'd be here for 10 years. Like, they're incredible characters. So what I can say on top of all the things I've already said is this. You guys have been incredible. I've never had a series that has gone 80-something parts without one singular person being an absolute B word in the comment section. Because it happens. I know people can be like, you don't focus on it. Yeah, I usually ignore it nowadays. I used to like interact all the time with people who are being rude. You know what I mean? Because again, I was starting off and I didn't really know how to do this stuff as well. But nowadays I try not to do that. And like, but it's really crazy because I've had like, I think for 80 episodes, I've had like more people disagree with me in this playthrough than I've had any other playthrough in history. But it's always been in a way that I feel like people who have disagreed with me have come back 10 parts later and been like, I still love the series. You know, there's been no bitter feelings. There's no one been rude. I feel like this is one of the I think it has to be a record for any Let's Player to go 80 something parts and not have one person be rude about anything. You know what I mean? And because of you guys being amazing in the audience, and because of the game being amazing, it's been one of the most fulfilling times I've ever had. So I appreciate you guys so much. I thank you for coming on this journey with me if this is the end. If you want to become a patron, or if you want to become a YouTube member, you could do in the comment section below. Or sorry, the description, there's a join button down below, and there's also a in the description, there's a Patreon thing as well, and you can become a patron. You can join the chats there where we chat about stuff like this, and you can also like ask me questions as well. In any chat, you can go, hey, Calvin, what do you think about this? And we answer, and we can talk about it all the time. I like to do it more in a public space because I feel like, you know, it's a given that, you know, you want to more talk. You know, I don't do casual conversations in DMs or anything like that. You know, it's just not something I do. Yeah, 100%. And yeah, if you want to do that, you can join the join button. The join button also gives you access to the Q&A. It also gives you access to, in some respects, it gives you your name read out at the end of the video and all this stuff too. Yeah, just want to advertise that there. And yeah, this isn't the end of Last Defense Academy, no matter what, even if it's a break or if we're coming back to it next week, this isn't the end. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this, and thank you guys for supporting me so much. I want to say thank you to TieFire2, Jamie Bow, Jonathan Banana, The Ghosty Inazuma, Felicious Felix, Yule, Radish, Anusta, Lynx Marky, Assassin, True Peanut Butter, Peter Chilson, Leon, High Kasparian, Jared Bianum, and at the highest tier of my YouTube, Roller Gimma 7, Blasco, and Lucinagi. And I'll see you all so soon. Bye-bye.